5, 4, 3, 2.
What it is, y'all. Y'all already know we back with another banger, another episode number 7, Culture Talk TV. So y'all already know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we're here with another episode, and today y'all already know who I am, the host. You know, it's Tim the Official. Follow me on all platforms: IG, Twitter, uh, Spotify. We got music coming, vlogs coming. Y'all stay tuned because we have a lot of content coming. But before we get into that, we have a special guest today, my man, King Clay.
What's happening, y'all?
My man, tell us something about yourself that you want the people to know at first, man. Who is King Clay, man? Who are you out here?
I'm that guy.
You that guy. Okay. So since you say you that guy, and I love that answer, man. I love that confidence, man. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, all right, so tell me what was your upbringing? Like, are you a Floridian?
I mean, yeah, I'm a Floridian, born and raised Broward County.
Okay.
Represent Fort Lauderdale, Florida, of course.
Okay. One time.
You know, the neighborhood, Sunland Park, y'all already know Thug Life.
Okay.
But you know,
So what was your upbringing like? What would you do for fun? What'd you do
sports. You know how it is in the
Okay,
hood, man. All we
okay.
did was
Same
play
thing.
sports,
Okay.
man. Football,
Okay.
basketball. Had to get jiggy with it as a youngin'.
Okay.
I was always the smallest dude in the court, so I had to be better than everybody else.
Oh
man.
yeah, the handles and stuff.
Of course.
Oh,
You gotta have the handles.
You gotta have. If you little, you have to have the
You
handles.
gotta have the handles.
You
You gotta
have to
have the
have the
handles. You gotta have a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And basketball was like my savior. You feel what I'm saying? Basketball pretty much got me through my childhood because without it, bro, you know, the stress that I was going through as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't probably made. I probably took a different outturn, but
Right.
the path that was given to me by God is just it's just astronomical. It's just so mind blowing that the things that I had to go through to get to this point. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm real blessed. I'm real grateful for my life. It's hard being me, you know what I'm saying? I can't complain because
Well, when you say me, all right. So like, um, what was okay? So we were talking about your childhood. So now, growing up into finding like your passion or finding the avenue or the route that you're doing now. Like, what transpired in your life to say, you know what, I want to be an entrepreneur? Because I did my homework on you, and you have a lot of things going on from bookings, hostings, doing pool parties, all type of events. So when you say you that guy, I know what you mean.
that's just the
That's the
surface of the
surface.
water, you know what I'm saying? That's what people really see me on at social media. You feel what I'm saying? Like they see that, oh, he promotes, or you know, he's out here, he throws parties and this and that. They see that part, but the other part about me is I'm an educator. You know, I'm an educator.
Tell them about that.
I'm an educator. I'm a mentor. Basically, you know, what I do is I reach out to the youth. My focus is the youth because being a youth myself, when I was a kid, I kind of know what's missing out there.
Definitely.
And then being an adult, I can see that it's still missing out there. So me being in the position that I'm in and being who I am, I feel like it's my responsibility to take the lead in certain things in the community. You know what I'm saying? As far as mentorship, leadership, guidance, assisting families, stuff like that. So my program, 10 Kings, is pretty much focused on that. What we're doing is, you know, educating the youth about trades and vocations.
10 Kings, and we will put that in the description so I can tune into that.
It's definitely, you have to definitely tap into King's Corner Entertainment for the links on that though. But we'll discuss that later.
Definitely.
But yeah, the mentorship program is really based on that. You know what I'm saying? Educating the youth, giving them avenues, letting them know like, hey, look, if you don't make it to college, it's cool.
Right.
There's other things you can do
to
make $100K a year.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? People look at the plumber man and be like, oh, he dig around and shit all
day. Not knowing.
But he getting paid from your bullshit. He getting paid off your shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was just told the other day, it's a dude that he sells porta potties. No, where he picks them up and dumps them and then puts them back. A millionaire. Just picking up people's shit. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like different trades and different opportunities out there in the world that kids are not being exposed to. And I feel like that's one of the things that I, as an entrepreneur, should be responsible in doing because, hey, I made it.
And you know what? And the thing is, it's because, like you're saying, individuals like ourselves, the youth like ourselves, they grew up and all we had to rely on was sports. Now they rely on the internet. So if they don't have individuals like ourselves that's actually honed in on their future and you know what they actually want to see and want to do, then we're gonna lose them. So it's up to us to create these platforms and put our face out there and do what you're doing and hit the community with your feet running. You know what I mean? And
got to,
because that's what's gonna change it, man.
That's our future. I mean, we can sit up here and we can protest, we can throw fits. You feel what I'm saying? But if we don't actually get into the neighborhoods, if we don't actually get into the communities and change it from the roots, the tree is still gonna produce bad fruits.
Exactly.
But no matter how much you water it, how much fertilizer you give it, if you don't get to the root of the situation, that tree gonna continue to produce bad fruits. And that's what we need to do. The kids are our roots.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Whether we realize it or not, the kids is leading society right now because
of course
it's been transformed to where now you got kid stars. You know, majority of the shows you got kids telling adults what to do.
Right. Kids running it now.
Let's cut down the tree and put the thing over there. Adults and they're like, oh, great idea! Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a big culture issue as far as like with our kids and everything. It's not just black kids, it's white kids too, it's Spanish kids. It's a children issue across the globe.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot to do with social media.
Yes, sir.
You have to be real conscious about what you let your kids see on social media, what they be exposed to, because they develop issues like self-esteem issues. Looking at these Instagram models, not knowing that these bodies is AI bodies. You know what I'm saying? You can't, no matter what you do, you're not gonna get that AI body. You can have all the surgeries in the world, but you gonna be slim fit and all that, but you gonna have scars all over your body.
And regardless, all that's gonna lead to is just like the depression. You know what I mean? That's not gonna lead to
you're not happy.
Right. That's not gonna lead to like leveling up the next person around you. That's not gonna lead to helping your community, and things like that. And I think that's what it's really about, bro. And I actually knew that you did, because I seen that you have some pictures on your Instagram where you're in schools and you're actually in the schools.
Oh yeah, that was for Boyd Anderson. What you was looking at, the Boyd Anderson Career Day?
Yeah,
that was real dope. I had got an invite from one of my guys, Daniel Williams. That's a plug.
Hey, shout out Daniel Williams.
Daniel Williams on Facebook. Just search him up. Nifty NFTE. That's the organization. But solid dude, man. He's the one who's kind of got me into a lot of different avenues and places with different people to make them connections to help you.
That's what's
but yeah, man, Daniel's a special guy, man. I love that guy to death. Anything I could do for him, I will, especially when it comes to this, because we're gonna actually be doing 10 Kings together.
Okay.
So we have another guy, Deshaun. He's up there in Atlanta. That was one of his partners before he left. So we'll pull it together now. We got 3-headed dragon now instead of 2-headed dragon, 3-headed dragon. So we're looking to strike big, man.
So not only do you do events, not only are you motivating the youth. A little birdie told me that you have your own podcast coming out.
Yeah, King Corner.
King's Corner. Okay. So you have a lot in the mix. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see? Let's say,
hey, that's funny, right? Because you might think I'm.
No,
check it, right? In 5 years, you want to know honestly where I saw myself running for president, and I'm dead serious. I had a lot of things going on with the foster care system, working with DCF, the state, with the kids and everything else. And my whole platform, we created a program at YSO. We created the program YSO. I was co-creator of that program YSO. What it's focused on is giving the foster kids a voice.
Know what that is?
YSO Youth System Organization.
Okay.
What it is focused on giving the youth a voice inside the foster care system. You know what I mean? As far as putting youth in positions where they're assistants to administrators, they're assistants to healthcare officials. That way they can know, what's going on with the kids. And then those kids are in positions to come back to us adults and talk to us and say, hey, look, this is what's going on. And the great part about it is it's anonymous. None of the kids are being exposed for what they bring to us. None of the kids are being, violated or, mishandled, because what they're telling us is important information. You know what I'm saying? They're talking to us in confidence and privacy that, hey, look, something's going on in this program. This man is molesting us. This man is not feeding us. This counselor is doing something wrong to us.
Right. So they can speak up about it.
Right. And what happens in the foster care system is these kids, they report these issues to the superiors, right? And then what the superiors do is go and talk to the employee. Hey, I heard that this is going on. Quite naturally, the employee's gonna say, nah, man, they tripping. So now the supervisor's like, hey, I ain't got no proof on none of this. He said, she said, boom, they go about their business. Now, guess what? Now that employee is now targeting this individual.
Understood.
And that's what was going on. So that's why YSO was created, to create that buffer and protect the kids so we can get, issues solved.
So this is something. So in 5 years you see yourself, like you said,
present. Currently, but that was my other goal. But 5 years from now, what I see myself in is my continued role as a superpreneur. That's something that I coined. Is superpreneur is somebody who is an entrepreneur on a whole nother level, meaning that you got several entrepreneurial things going on that is not benefiting you, but benefiting others. And that's the key. To be a superpreneur is not about you.
Do you see yourself getting into politics?
Those people don't want me up there. Hey, listen, those people don't want me up there, man. Them people don't want me up there. If I was to ever really seriously, and that was my intention, which I was giving you that story, but creating that program opened a lot of doors to me. I was really actually in line to be an assistant to the deputy director of DCF. And I was going to be like one of those people who have a direct link to them, to that person, to make actual changes. Because of my position as a foster care youth, coming out of foster care and then developing to the person I am now, and watching the foster care system from the outside in, I have a different type of point of view and insight.
For sure.
And my opinion was very valued with the people. Unfortunately, due to some personal issues, I had to step away from that. So that's where the pause came in with my 5-year goal. Because in 2028, I had a complete lineup. Everything was set up. Everybody who I needed on board was on board.
Was ready.
They didn't know
the
ultimate goal was to make that run, but for the ultimate goal, I had my plan set, and they was willing to fulfill me all the way up to that point. Once I get to that point, I would have the power and the leverage. I would have the influence to where I could say, you know what, America ain't right. It's time to flip the script a little bit. Let's really step down on this. We have a police issue problems. Okay, we're not going to talk about it no more. Look, there's a new law. If you kill somebody, you must face charges, period, whether you're police or civilian, period.
Okay, so
you see,
switch. So let's say, you don't necessarily see yourself getting into politics, but you see yourself being an influencer that makes changes.
From the ground up.
We
can, one thing about politics, it's already political. It's already It's already kind of.
It's already a game.
Backdoor deals.
It's already a game.
If you're not in the back door when the deals are being made, you're not part of the game.
Right.
So if you're not in with the big fish, you're gonna get eaten. And
so you understand that it's really about
about the people.
No, it's really about you putting your efforts in the community.
Because it's about the people.
Right. It's really about the people.
Because at the end, because guess what? The people is the ones who put those people in those seats.
Exactly.
Now, if the people are educated enough, then we have our own, just say, for instance, we got our own little coalition in the community. You know what I'm saying? It's election time. Okay, we need people to run for city council seats. We could take one of our own out of the neighborhood and elect them instead of picking from the garbage they giving us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to pick those people. We just need somebody that's willing to step up to the plate.
Right.
And I was willing to be that person to step up to the plate. You know what I mean?
That's deep.
And I just had that little detour. And I was willing to carry that weight. I prayed about it with my mom and everything. I was willing to
That
carry
was
that weight.
deep. That was
I was willing to
deep.
carry that weight. I was going to step up and really put myself out there in the community.
Man.
And because whether I realize it or not, whether it's positive or negative, I do have a lot of influence. I have people that, you know, see me in public and I don't even know, and they'll hit me up on Facebook. Hey, I just saw you.
Right.
You know, I hit my DM. Hey, boy, I just seen you.
That's crazy.
I was like, really? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? But they know, so I know people watching.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I want to use that, use that for good, bro.
Nah, man, I think that's big, bro. I think that's major. You know. Before we keep it going, I just want to give a quick little, shout out to the sponsors of the night, sponsors of the show, Culture Talk TV. Definitely want to get a big shout out to Pompano Crab, man. He definitely shows us love every single episode. So shout out to him. Shout out to D1H Apparel. They're our close sponsors. Shout out to Culture Studios. All of these are our sponsors for today's show. So y'all tune into them. We have discount codes that we will put in the descriptions at the bottom. So y'all stay tuned for that. But we're gonna get back in this episode, man. So to be honest with you, I remember when I first met you, bro. When I first met you was on business.
July 11th. 2022. We talk about, that's when we first met, but we had spoke on the phone about the pool party situation.
Pool parties, exactly.
Topless cancer bash. If you don't know about the topless cancer bash, listen. Hashtag cancer bash, and you will see the pictures and videos. We was lit last year, man.
No cap.
It was lit. I mean, they called it, the running word is they called it an op party. They was like, there was so many ops in there, but nobody was beefing because security was on point. That's one thing we don't play about, the safety of our patrons, man. So if you ever come to the event, just know you gonna be safe, man. You gonna be safe.
Facts.
But that party was everything, but we got to run that back too.
Yeah, it's lit.
We got to run that back. When we gonna run that back?
Yeah, no, definitely got to get that. You get that emotion. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of things, bro. Like I said, like just me doing my research on you. You know what I mean? Just seeing what you got going on. You know what I mean? Because me myself, I got my own little stuff going on as an entrepreneur, and that's why I wanted to bring you on the show because there's so many people like us that look. If anybody else was to see us, they wouldn't think that we were on what we was on. You know what I mean? So that's why I want to bring on my brothers onto the show just to show the people, like, you know what I mean, like this is how we look.
This is what we doing.
And this is what we doing. We're out there actually doing productive things, positive things in the community. I mean, this is not a joke. So, it's like, I'm definitely thankful for having you on, you know what I mean?
And anytime,
you got to keep on coming on, you know what I'm saying?
Anytime, I'm here to support. I'm always going to support you, bro. Always.
Definitely.
We locked in for life.
Yes, sir. Hey, so I want to get into, before we get off, I want to get into just some funny shit. So what is your thoughts on an individual, like, just an individual, not this person, just an individual like Charleston White, who helps the kids, right? Because like you help the kids. So that's why I want to hear your opinion. So a person who helps the kids like you in a negative way in the light of the media. How do you feel about that?
Who the fuck is Charleston White?
Hey, for that
that
part, it's okay. So it's this dude on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So he causes beefs, but he helps the community.
Wow, that's kind of productive. What do you mean he causes beef? What does he have like?
He causes beef in like people's cities and like call them out their names, talk about their mamas, like craziness. But he helps the kids.
In what way?
Like he like gives, like he does clothes drives, food drives, book bag drives. Like,
what do I think about that?
Yeah, like,
I mean, his platform is working, but it's working in a negative way. Now, if he was doing that, but then flipping it in a positive light and taking away the negativity, because whether I come to you and I may give you a teddy bear, He'd be like, here's a teddy bear, but you a fuck nigga though. That takes away the whole value of the teddy bear.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I gonna give you a teddy bear and call you a fuck nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that. It negates the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, so by your description of what he got going on, you know, it negates the purpose of what he's doing.
Thing. This is a big thing
because he can actually change. He can change his energy.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And just be productive with it. So you know, I just want to get your opinion because it's somebody who's like definitely in your realm of giving back to the kids. They're known for giving back to the kids, but they just known for causing drama. It's just weird.
I mean, you know, it's kind of funny. It's ironic that you say that because even though I am who I am, I don't really put a lot of that other side of me on social media, right? So when I post a lot of relationship stuff, you know, like general questions, like, you know, controversial questions. I'm a controversial person because I like hot topics. Right. I like ice cold topics. So polarizing topics, I should say. So, you know, sometimes I'm commonly referred to as having drama. And it's crazy because, bro, I'm not the furthest person for drama in the world, but if you look at the social media, you'll be thinking like, damn, bro, on some other shit. But I'm really not. Like, if you listen to my questions and stop trying to judge me, then it'll be a whole different situation. But people be looking for the negativity in everything so often that it's hard to even get your message across because when you speak, the first thing come out their mind is, oh, he on some other shit. And really, bro, I'm asking you a general question, a legit question that if you sit down and answer it, it'll expose a lot of your own flaws, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So you're under you're under just doing your thing. You know what I mean? You being you. It's just, but it comes off as controversial, which means that you saying some real shit. You know what I mean? You're not under just posting memes and shit. You're under talking about some real shit. You know, asking some shit. But I mean, like I said, but far as everything else goes with what you got going on, bro, like even with, like I said, the yacht parties, bro, and just like everything, bro, like it's really amazing, bro, because, you know what I mean? Like I said, I met you just to doing one business and just kind of find that you got like 10, 15. You know?
It's a lot be going on.
So
it's a lot be going on.
Nah, definitely, brother. So, you know what I mean? So, brother, all I want to say is definitely I appreciate you for coming, man. You know,
anytime.
Yeah, man. So this was another episode, y'all. Culture Talk TV, episode 7. You was here with your boy King Clay. His description will be in the bio, all his information, as well as follow him with all the productive things he's doing with 10 Kings and all of that. So all the information will be in the bio. So this is another episode, y'all, and we out. Tim there for
You ain't let me drop my plug. I was going to drop my plug in there for September 5th. Don't worry about it. We'll tag it on there.
Yeah, tag it on there with all your information.